What is this all about? I am making a video blog of myself. This is intended to be a gift for you, my child, who I have not yet met.
I'm gonna be around, buddy, and it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be awesome.
There are significant moments in our lives that we remember, both tragedy and triumph. I was riding on our team bus, having just arrived in Seattle, and then noticed an email pop up from Steve Gleason. 3 minutes later, with tears rolling down my face, Steve Gleason has been diagnosed with ALS.
In 2005, Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans. A year later, the stadium and its team would become a symbol of hope.
Beautiful day and an unbelievable scene here inside the Louisiana Superdome.
Steve Gleason was responsible for one of the most dramatic moments in New Orleans Saints history.
The Saints are so important to the city that first game, I mean, everybody was abuzz like we couldn't imagine.
Listen to this crowd. Katrina could not blow it out. Katrina could not drown it. It's back.
It was a new Saints team, and a minute and a half into the game gives this incredible play.
Everybody that was there telling me that the loudest roar they've ever heard in the Superdome.
We were walking across the street and he tripped and fell, face planted, his foot dropped and really just fell in his face. It was devastating, and it was also like, this is happening.
I have been diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It's a disease in the motor neurons, and this disease is almost always fatal.
I've been thinking about fathers and sons a lot since you've been born. I can't go out and play catch with you. I can't throw you batting practice. But I want to do everything I can to be a good father, to give you what a son needs from his father. And I'm gonna be around, buddy. And it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be awesome.
I suppose I don't see my story as a football story, or even an ALS story, but rather a human story. The truth is that we all experience pain in our lives. But I believe that the problems we face are our opportunity and define our human purpose. No one is immune from anguish, tragedy, or adversity.
I don't even pray anymore for Steve to have full healing. I pray for him to keep his voice because I love hearing his voice. And I want him to talk to me all the time and be able to talk to Rivers. That's when I almost feel like, as positive as we always are, it's as unfair as it is that he loses the control of his body. I mean, to take his voice too, it just doesn't seem fair.
I believe that adversity is our opportunity to keep exploring, because we will all face pain and tragedy, but it's clear to me that, beyond the human capacity of imagination, our greatest strength as a species has been our ability to bravely share our weaknesses and vulnerabilities with each other. I'm grateful to the literally thousands of people who have directly uplifted me, both emotionally and physically, in my 42 years. Most importantly, I'm grateful to my parents for instilling in me many of the values I've used to be successful. And, of course, my wife Michelle. This is not the life we imagined, and it hasn't been easy, but through communication and compassion, we're carving out an awesome existence.
I see someone I'm very proud of.
love a lot and get annoyed with a lot, but love a lot more than get annoyed with.
I'm fortunate to have a motivation and a reason to live. Our son Rivers and our daughter Gray. They give me purpose, the purpose of a lifetime. Some of you may disagree, but I believe there has been no greater time in history to be a human. At the same time, I don't think anyone here, or anyone watching, will disagree that we as a country, and more appropriately, we as a global species, face enormous challenges in the coming decades of the 21st century.
2, 1, booster ignition.
Challenges like exploring and colonizing other planets, or thoughtfully solving climate change, or the challenges of genetically engineering superhumans, or positively harnessing the seemingly miraculous power of artificial intelligence so people's disabilities are turned into super abilities. These challenges provide us with an exponential opportunity as Americans and as humans. Because if we can keep exploring, share our weaknesses with each other, and compassionately collaborate to solve problems, our human potential is boundless. If we can work to understand and solve each other's problems, and each other's pain, compassionately, then, truly, all things are possible.
Both tragedy and triumph. It's either one or the other. But in very rare cases, there are those events that turn tragedy into triumph. That is how I would describe the last 9 years since Steve's diagnosis. There is no person on earth with the strength, courage, passion, and tenacity to overcome all obstacles and make the lasting impact that Steve has made. And there is no person more deserving of this incredible honor, Congressional Gold Medal, than you, Steve.
I'm excited for the day when you are teaching me. As a father, my goal is to teach you to think for yourself. Eventually, you'll be thinking things that are different than things that I think. My point is that I'm saying now to you that I'm excited for that day.
Steve has changed the face of ALS. He has changed the mindset in regards to what those who have been diagnosed with ALS and other neurological diseases can do with their lives.
Have you thought to yourself, how long do I have to live?
Yeah, which is a really good thing to think as a human.
Why?
Because we all have done that.
Thank you again for this unbelievable honor.